Destiny 2 Polaris Lance Weapon Review. Anyway, this scout rifle is, well, one, kind of hard to get sometimes because, well, the event is time gated, kind of. I think it now it's not, but one thing I do notice that it is time consuming to actually get this weapon, but is it actually kind of worth it? Because one, the weapon is unique, and it's actually kind of decent. um, anyway, this is a good old scout rifle with an amazing impact, awesome range, obviously since it's a scout rifle. Then stability is actually almost laser accurate. Then you have handling, which is not the best, but that's what armor stuff is for. Then you have reload speed, which is, well, decent. It's not mine a multi-tool for sure. And then you have the actual archetype of this weapon, which is the highest impact type of scout rifle. So instead of being the ones that are kind of in the middle, like Mida or whatnot, it's 150 rounds per minute, which, well, is okay. It's not that great, especially in PvP, but in PvE, it's actually pretty cool. Then the magazine is just 14 rounds, but then again, there's a little catch, which the very first perk, the perfect fifth. Anyway, the precision hits return ammo to the mag. Like, it doesn't mean precision kills. It just has to land a headshot or whatever, a crit, and you'll get a round back, which is even better than triple tap. And then, when you land 4 precision hits, it'll load in a delayed solar explosive in the next shot. Like, if you notice those 4 dots in the sight, each one of them lights up when you get a headshot. So, 4 headshots equals the sight getting all fiery, and then you can shoot an explosive. And as for the explosive, I'd say it's kind of like the regular explosive rounds you get from like hand cannons and whatnot, except for the fact that one, it leaves a burn effect, and also the the crit has its own damage, and then the explosion has its own damage. It's not split into half like the regular explosive rounds. And because of this, it does a little bit more damage, and plus it burns, so you can keep stacking this if you want, if you just keep nailing it on the boss. And, well, which makes it actually a pretty good weapon. And also, since it is a long-range scout rifle, you can use it in most any situations. Like, you see like a huge horde of thralls coming your way, you can snipe at them with the Polaris Lance until they get in your face, but by the time they're in your face, you have the explosive round already, probably even used the explosive round multiple times, and you can just mow them down just using the explosive rounds. And, well, which makes this a pretty cool weapon to use. And other than that, the other perks, you have the small bore perk, you have tactical mag, then you have Zen Moment, which is pretty cool because the more damage you do, the closer this thing gets to being an actual laser beam. And, well, it's overall a very balanced and regular weapon. In PvP, I was not really having too much luck with it until I started getting used to it, and then I got a little bit better. But you really have to be careful because all the people are either running one Graviton Lance or Vigilance Wing, or doing close quarter stuff, which, well, if you don't have that explosive round, this gun is not that great at. Unless you have the explosive round. In PvP, the sweet spot where you really want to sit at is having 3 headshots already, like, saved up. Like, basically, you get 3 headshots, you don't reload. Like, if you reload, it'll reset the thing, like you see right there. It just resets the actual headshots being counted. And also, you can't have 4 headshots procced in the thing already, like, in the magazine, because, well, it only lasts for so long within the magazine. You have to shoot it out someday before it just disappears. So 3 rounds to the head without reloading is kind of the sweet spot for this weapon. So that the next kill, you can get, what, 3 headshots and take him down easily. Kind of because of why is because, one, the explosive add-on damage and the burn effect. And, well, I tried 2-tapping, it didn't really work, it just needed a little bit more damage, so it's a triple tap instead of just a 2-tap, which, well, is not as great as just shooting 2 rounds into somebody's head and getting it over with. But the Polaris Lance, at least it reduces it to 3 rounds, because that's how it was back in D1, and, well, scout rifles were pretty good back then. Well, anyway, see you guys later in another video. I'm out.